today's video, I have this super fun spring slash summer look, and I'm so excited for it. Honestly, a lot of the times I get kind of stuck in my comfort zone of neutral colors. I feel like we all do. But filming this look just made me remember how fun it is to step outside of my comfort zone and use colors that I would never use on a daily basis and just do something different. It's honestly so fun, and I love how the look turns out. I seriously feel like a tropical peacock. Like I feel like I should live in the forests or jungles of Africa right now. And I'm so about it. Like I'm about that tropical jungle life right now. I feel like this look might be a little bit more summery instead of spring, just because it is more of like those electric bright colors as opposed to more pastels that tend to go more with spring. But I mean, who cares? Spring, summer, winter, fall. I love this makeup look. I think it's super different. I think you guys will love it. I hope you guys will love it. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm always looking forward to what you guys think of my makeup looks. I actually used my Urban Decay electric palette for the first time ever. I've had it for a year, never used it. So I was like, you know what, Amy? Stop slacking. You need to step your color game up. So hopefully you guys do like it. So if you guys are interested in checking out how I got this super colorful spring summer makeup look, then just keep on watching. So to start off this spring makeup look, we're of course going to prime our face. I'm using the Milani Prime Shield Primer. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over before my foundation. For foundation today, I decided to mix the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Cover Foundation with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I just blended it out with my Beauty Blender. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the NYX HD Concealer, and this is in the shade 04. I do want to pick up this concealer in 03 just to have it a little bit brighter, but I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath the eye and also down the center of the face, and then blend it out with my Beauty Blender. So you always want to make sure you're setting your face, especially in spring and summer, because the hot weather, you don't want your makeup to just sweat off. So I'm going to take the NYX HD finishing powder and set that all over, including the under eye area. And you'll notice I kind of pack on a little bit extra on the nose. Moving on, I'm going to be using this Morphe highlight palette, and I'm just going to take the yellow shade mixed in with a tad bit of the white for an extra brightening effect, and I'm just going to set the under eye and also down the center of the face. And then I am going to be using the Morphe Contour Palette, and this is my first time I actually used this palette, and to be quite honest with you, I was not impressed by it. I found it was a little bit patchy and a little bit hard to blend, which is so surprising to me because I love Morphe products, and I loved their highlighting powder palette that I just used, but not the contour one. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. Plus, I don't really like the shade range either, so I don't know. Kind of gave it a first try in this tutorial, this video here, and I wasn't really feeling it. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick up this shade to contour, and again, wasn't really feeling the formula or the shade. As you can tell by the little face I just made over there. And then moving on to popping some color onto the cheeks, I decided to go for something a little bit more on the neutral side, this really pretty mauve shade. This is a NYX blush in the shade, I forgot what the name is, I'll leave it down below for you guys though. But I'm going to take Sin by Urban Decay to go ahead and add some highlight bling on the cheekbones, because you know I'm all about that bling. So I went ahead and packed that on quite a bit because nothing screams spring and summer like a good highlight. So definitely packed that on the cheekbones and down the center of the face, as well as on the cupid's bow and a little bit on the chin. So jumping on to the eyes, we're going to take this Morphe palette, which is so gorgeous, and I'm going to be taking that really light, kind of easy transition shade. This isn't going to give us much color, but it's just going to work as another shadow to pack on so that the other shadows afterwards can blend really easily. And then moving on to the crease, I'm just going to pop this really pretty warm shade. I decided to go for warm tones on the eyes since the green is definitely that pop of color. I didn't want to do too much color on the actual lid. So I decided to go for warm neutrals, and I'm just popping that into the crease and kind of smoking it out and making it just super sultry and blendy and smoky. Nothing too precise. And then I went in with this deeper kind of warm brick brown, and I popped that a little bit more precisely into the crease, but I also kind of kept it super smoky. And again, this is just going to add a little bit more texture to the eye space, because definitely the pop of color I'm going to be adding later on is the main focus. So pretty much do whatever you feel comfortable for in terms of the crease and the lower lash line. So I really wanted this eye look to have a lot of warmth in it, so I decided to go ahead and pop in this super warm shadow just right into the crease with the first Sigma, or sorry, this is the Morphe M504 brush, just super fluffy, popping that in just to add a little bit of warmth. And then we're going to go back to the same colors we used on the crease, and we're just going to pop that in the lower lash line just to add a little bit more smokiness. So moving on to the lid, I kept it super plain. I went ahead with that really pale kind of nude shade and mixed it a little bit with the white, and then just popped that right onto the lid. This just gave me a super clean, plain lid so that the pop of color can really be the pop and stand out. And then as a base for the pop of color, I decided to go ahead and put NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. It's stark white, so putting this super white base underneath the pop of color is really going to help it pop. And then we are going to pull out the Urban Decay Electric palette, and we're going to use this gorgeous electric lime green color. And we're just going to pop that right on top of the NYX Milk. Like I said, the Milk is just going to make this lime green pop, and we're just going to apply this in the inner corner, and I am going to be dragging it a little bit more in towards the lid and the lower lash line instead of just keeping it in the inner corner. So I'm kind of wanting it to fade gradually into the lid and into the lower lash line just gradually so it fades out instead of just being bam in the inner corner. I wanted it to fade towards the end. So just remember to blend it out a little bit on the outer edges. And then moving on to liner, we are going to add a wing. I just felt like a wing would give this look a certain flair, make it look a little bit more spicy instead of just leaving it plain, you know what I mean? So I went ahead and did a wing with the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I started off with the NYC one and switched over to the next one. And then moving on to mascara, I'm going to pop on mascara on the top, and then I am going to put on some falsies. The falsies that I use is the Koko Misha lashes, and then I'm going to put the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara on the bottom lashes. I am only going to be coating the outer lower lashes with mascara, and I'm going to be leaving the lashes that are on the inner corner pop of color open so that I can put it with some green on top just to kind of enhance that pop of color. And then I am going to put some white liner in the waterline and put some green just right on the waterline, only in the inner corner. And then moving on to the lips, I'm so excited for this lip color because I love it so much. It is so electric and beautiful, and I'm in love with the shade. The formula is a little bit different. It's a little bit thicker and definitely probably one of the most drying formulas I've ever tried out of all liquid lipsticks that I own. But with a little bit of chapstick underneath, I think it would be okay, and I love this color so much. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.